Very special day for Kirstin and her family. For any athlete who goes on to play at the next level, there's a level of commitment and sacrifice for the athlete and their family. But to get to the Division I level, it's unimaginable to those of us who didn't get to that level, the amount of sacrifice and time and effort that went into it. So want to celebrate that a little bit as well. And we're happy to celebrate Kirstin as a school as well. It's your achievement. It's about you, but I'm very thankful that you've allowed AMSA to be a part of it as well. So thank you very much. It's a special day for the parents, Julie and Brian, Hailey, brother Darren, Lauren, who's across the country, home soon. It's a collective sacrifice for the entire family to get to the level that Kirstin's at. She can't do it by herself, right? It's got to be done. She has a lot of support from her family, and thankfully you did. It's a lot of collective hard work, a lot of time spent in between the white lines of a tennis court for all of you, I'm sure. And I know you. Darren will get a hard time here today because Kirstin signed D1, but I know how much Darren has meant to your career as well. I know Darren's been a big part of it on the other side of the net working with Kirstin. So congratulations to you two, buddy. You're a big part of it. From the historical perspective, here at AMSA, Kirstin is just the 6th student athlete to sign an NLI. She is the 4th AMSA student athlete. All right, we've had 6 students, but in terms of student athletes, students who have participated in athletics at AMSA, Kirstin's the 4th to sign an NLI. And she's the 3rd AMSA student athlete to sign a Division I National Letter of Intent. So Bradley University is lucky to have landed a first-class AMSA student athlete, a first-class person, and they're very lucky to have you, a soon-to-be engineering student at Division I Bradley University. And a pretty good little tennis player also. A little bit about Kirstin here in AMSA tennis. She finished up 3 years in the program. Unfortunately, lost her 4th year, her junior year, due to COVID-19. Unfortunately, we started the program here at AMSA during Kirstin's 8th grade year, and she was our clear-cut #1 player from day one. And not only a clear-cut #1 player at AMSA, but an impactful player in Central Mass high school tennis right off the bat. She began captaining the team as a sophomore, having learned a thing or two in terms of leadership from her older sister, who was a captain of ours in both tennis and basketball. So shout out to Lauren, who also in her own right, one of the best student athletes we've ever had at AMSA also. As a freshman in 9th grade, she was crowned district champion, having won the 2018 Central Mass individual tennis title. She was just the 2nd AMSA student athlete to be crowned an individual champion. Kirstin has reached at least the semifinals in all 3 of her years competing in the Central Mass individual tournament. Kirstin's a 3-time Metro West Daily News All-Star and a 3-time Worcester Telegram and Gazette All-Star. In 2008, Kirstin was the Worcester Telegram and Gazette Home Team Girls Tennis Player of the Year, the first AMSA student athlete to earn Player of the Year honors. Kirstin has completed, and this is not a mistake, Kirstin has compiled a 49-3 record in regular season and playoffs, which arguably makes her, in my opinion, the most dominant individual athlete in AMSA history. Before I turn it over to Coach Gordon, and Coach Gordon will delve more into who Kirstin is as a person and as a teammate and as a captain, but Mr. Vital did want to mention how involved Kirstin is with a lot of community service that we do here at school. And just recently during COVID, when it'd be real easy to stay away from Marlboro and not do community service, she's been very active in a coat drive that's benefiting needy families here in Marlboro. Kirstin and her family have been a big part of that too. So again, Kirstin has a lot of accomplishments on the tennis court, and today is very much a celebration of who she is as a student athlete, but she's also, I can't put into words how good of a person she is. And again, I think Bradley's getting a world-class human being, not just a good student athlete. So I think at this point in time, I'm going to call up to the podium our girls tennis coach, the winningest girls tennis coach in AMSA history, I might add, Mr. Dave Gordon.
So Kirstin, we started the team in 2017, and I knew someday this day would come where you'd be getting ready to graduate and graduate while being honored. So it was pretty clear that you were a player from when I first met you. So I feel like if I listed off all these great qualities you have, it would be a little cliche because they get used a lot for many people who get honored because lots of athletes are honored. So I don't want to do that because I feel like with you really deserve them. So I'll just focus on a couple, I guess. When I think of Kirstin Hailey, I think of joy. Kirstin is just a joyful person to be around. I felt joy being around her, and she plays tennis with joy. So I feel like she just kind of exudes this everywhere she goes. I'm really proud of her because she's also very well-rounded. Tennis is like, it's an individual sport, and people can kind of feel like lonely and kind of be standoffish, and this is not Kirstin. She's an amazing teammate and has so many great qualities. So as single-mindedly as she is driven to play tennis, she does not miss an opportunity to be a complete person. When I think of Kirstin, I think of someone who's very kind. I just see how she's kind to everyone she comes across, and it doesn't matter if she's competing with them, if they're a top player on the team, if they're not a top player on the team. She's just a kind person, and it's something that I most admire about her. She's not kind when she's on the tennis court. She will kindly kick your butt on the tennis court, and there's nothing kind about the way she hits the ball, but she plays in a way where she's just, I don't know, a great competitor, and always plays fair, and just there's so much I admire about how she plays and how she is as a person. And generally speaking, I think that this is someone who really embodies the core values of the school. I hope I get this right. The core values: community, excellence, and integrity. I didn't have time to fact check that. Of course, Kirstin, she plays with integrity. Like I said, she plays fair. This person just does not take any shortcuts. She's, of course, excellent. And mostly, I guess, the thing I would say is she really embodies this sense of community that she brings everybody in. Something will be missing from our team when she leaves. It just will not be the same. And this is, my wife tried to talk me out of saying this, but I'm going to take a risk and say it, and you can tell her it went well. Kirstin, the sense of community that you made on our team, it's as if you're like garden fertilizer. And you have the right balance of nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. You're a well-rounded person, like we said. You have the perfect balance. And what you will leave behind in the soil of the team is going to be like fertile soil where the team will always thrive because of what you laid down. So whatever the team is in the future, we couldn't have done it without you, and how you and your family, by the way, set us all up for future success. So, we'll miss you. I'm really looking forward to the season. Fingers crossed. I'm very hopeful for it. So I will definitely this year be appreciating every moment that we do have, because you'll be missed. But in the meantime, I want to say congratulations. And we know that Bradley's just getting like a A++ person. So they're really lucky to have you. So that's what I want to say. Kirstin and the Haileys, thank you.
All right, so I think at this point in time, we'll bring up Kirstin and her family, and we'll put pen to paper and make it official. Come on up. So just a little bit about the National Letter of Intent, what exactly it is. It's basically a contract for all Division I and Division II athletes. Essentially, it's the contract that Kirstin will sign today that will make her an official Division I Bradley University tennis player. So without further ado, Kirstin, why don't you go ahead and put pen to paper and make it official.
Just want to make sure I get it right. This is just a print.
All right, congratulations. Kirstin Hailey, now a Division I athlete at Bradley University in Peoria, Illinois, and also an engineering student. So it's official. At this point in time, I'd like to welcome Kirstin Hailey to the podium to say a few words.
I don't even know where to start. This has literally just been the best day, listening to you guys talk about me in that way. I would have never pictured you talking about me. So thank you so much for that. And I just want to thank all you guys for coming out here. Even though it's been a little bit weird, you guys have to sit so far apart. Hopefully things get better, but I just appreciate that you guys took times out of your Fridays to come and congratulate me. It's definitely been a long ride. These past almost 7 years at AMSA have been pretty crazy, but I've definitely learned a lot. I think I've grown as a person so much, and the people that I've been surrounded by have just allowed me to grow up in such an amazing way. And I want to thank all you guys, like from the bottom of my heart, because every single one of you that are sitting here today have have shaped who I am as a person today. Like, you guys just have such a special part in my heart. I can't believe this is I literally said I wasn't gonna cry. You guys just have such a soft spot in my heart, and I just can't thank you enough. Like, each and every one of you have helped me get to where I am today. And I literally would have never pictured that I would actually be completing this lifelong dream of playing Division I tennis. I can't believe I finally made it. So I just want to tell everybody that I appreciate you all so much. And I want to say thank you to my family. You've been so amazing. And I just am so grateful for everything that I've been given in my life. And I want to say thank you to Mr. Gordon for always being there for me ever since 8th grade. I can't believe how quickly the years have gone by, but you've always been there for me, even through the toughest matches, the toughest losses, and the best wins. You've always been there for me, and you've always been so supportive, so I want to thank you. And I also want to thank my coach who couldn't make it here today, Dan Flanagan. He's been there ever since I was 11 or 12, and even though he couldn't be here, he's been so amazing. So I just want to thank each and every one of you for coming out here tonight, friends and family. Mr. Jones, thank you so much. And I'm so excited to move forward in these next 4 years of my life, and I'm excited to see what's to come of it. So thank you guys.
Nicely done, Kirstin. Very nice of you to thank your family for all that they've given you, but you've earned a lot of this as well. So congratulations, well said. Again, it's official. Kirstin Hailey, Division I tennis player at Bradley University, Peoria, Illinois. I do just want to say, Kirstin, congratulations. I do think that sometime down the road, whether it be 15, 20 years from now, and Coach Gordon and I will still be here, we'll still be together doing this. We'll have a ceremony similar to this, but larger. Maybe out on our own campus someday, and it'll be the first of many AMSA Athletic Hall of Fame inductions, and I look forward to welcoming you into the AMSA Athletic Hall of Fame someday. So down the line, you got business to take care of between now and then, but I do look forward to that date and time. So again, if we can join in congratulating Kirstin Hailey on her signing her National Letter of Intent.
Nice job. Great job.